Royal Duality, Tales for the Silent One, Chapter 9.
Ranistar has been called away to resolve a commotion in his home country. He doesn't elaborate, but it seems to be related to a location known as the Kronos Gap. He left the Silent One alone, promising to return as soon as possible. He has asked Kevin, the Foxkin bartender, to look after the Silent One before rushing away. The Foxkin seems anxious, hoping not to anger Ranistar.
You guys stuck around right until last orders and drank until the end. We love to see it. You're giving Klein a run for his money.
And then I told the poor soul, that's my sandwich. Get this, then he challenged me for the sandwich. Well, what does an honorable man like me do?
Talk him to death?
No. I took my baguette, and we had the mother of all duels!
The aforementioned Klein is unusually tall for a sprite. Though it is not entirely clear what species he is, he says to many that he is in his late 20s, but more likely he is in at least his mid-30s, based solely on his appearance. Klein has well-styled dark green hair that is tucked into his ear on one side and frames his face on the other. He has large golden eyes and peach-coloured skin. He wears green eyeshadow and wears an expensive gold choker. He wears a white puff shirt with an emerald green waistcoat, donning a pair of black riding boots and tight grey leggings. Some comment that he is attempting to mimic Sirius's sense of style, though with little success.
That's Klein for you. He's been a regular for about 5 years. It just feels like 50.
Hey, who are your new friends?
Oh, they're just guests on the Feast and Tales package.
Oh, I did see Siri at the bar earlier. That makes sense. Oh, a silent one. I've always wanted to try signing.
Klein then begins to use sign language and gestures a greeting from Camille and introduces himself fluently. The Silent One indicates that Klein's signing is good and that they are impressed.
Yes, I am qualified, good friends from a distant shore. I ought to be. I am an interpreter and negotiator by trade. Regardless of who you are or where you come from, I'm certain I can speak your language just like a local could.
It's a shame you live in the most insular country in the world, Klein.
I'll put my skills to work one day. You'll see. Still, Silent One, that friend of yours, he's really a handful, isn't he?
The Silent One explains that Ranistar and Stress are always found together. You cannot have one without the other.
I can imagine that he's always like that. He's so direct. I bet that's got you into trouble a few times.
The Silent One sarcastically remarks that it's his charm point.
His charm point? I love your sense of humor. Say, do you have any sign jokes? I'd love some of those.
With an excited nod, it is clear that the Silent One and Klein have unexpectedly taken a liking to each other.
Hold up, Silent One. Klein loves a good joke, but he doesn't get a whole lot of them. I taught him some from Morgania. I lived there for a bit and felt like I'd gotten pretty good at the wordplay. But this guy, well, they went way over his head.
This concludes Part 1 of Royal Duality, Tales for the Silent One. Parts 2 and 3 will be available in the future. Full credits can be viewed online.